From the previous video, we know how to merge different branches into one main branch. In our case, it's master branch, and previously it was successfully without conflict, but sometimes it happens that we have some conflicts. So to find out how to resolve these conflicts, first of all, we need to learn what is a conflict. So what's conflict? Sometimes different developers editing, modifying the same file in different branches, and then when we try to merge it into one file, into one branch, we have a conflict because Git doesn't know how to solve the difference in two files. For Git, it doesn't matter what you edit there, but it just knows that the same file in the same place, there is some difference, and somebody should solve and decide which part, which commit should be chosen. So let's simulate this case. Let's go to our Git, and we will create two commits into different branches, and then we will try to resolve the conflict. So we are in master, so let's edit our Xours.txt file. And we will add some so we save it, we will add to Git and the commit. So we committed it, and now we see that there is nothing. Then we can git checkout. So we switch to feature, and now we will edit the same file in the same place. So here we see that the same changes. Let's add changes from feature. Let's save it. Let's add git add and the git commit. And now we go to git checkout master. Now we are in master, and now we are in destination branch, and we need to merge our branch feature branch. So let's call git merge feature. So here we can see that after merging and the conflict content, merge conflict in Xours.txt. So automatic merge failed. Git couldn't merge these changes automatically, and we needed to resolve this problem by ourselves. So somebody should find out what version should be chosen and decide how to do it. So let's check git status and git log. We see that here both files are modified, and in git log we will see that almost nothing interesting. Okay, so how can we resolve this file? Let's open this file. It's Xours.txt, and here what we see. In the beginning we have the previous version, what was both in two files, so it's the same. And then we have these symbols and the head. Head, it means that this current branch, in our case it's master, and all these symbols, they are non-compilable in any language, so doesn't matter what language are you using, your Git or your IDE will know that it's some special strange characters, and it should be solved somehow. So here we have part from first feature branch, and here is from master, and these changes are from feature branch. So we need to edit it. We can edit it by manually, and we will decide which part should be added. So let's edit it. Feature branch, we do not need it. So we decided that this version of the file should be the final, and we are happy with it. So let's save it. And now what do we need to do? Let's check status again. So they are both modified. We need we need to create commit, just usual commit, and save this data. So let's again git add this file and git commit final version. So it's saved and check its status. So we see that everything is modified and everything is successfully pushed, is successfully committed, and git log, we see that this commit is the last one. This commit is the last one, and the file was changed. To be sure how it works, let's open git k and see how it looks from visual perspective. From visual perspective, we see this branch final branch. Here we will see some txt, and we see the last changes was added both in two commits. So right now we know how to resolve such conflicts. Let's find out how we can avoid conflicts, because resolving conflicts is not a good idea. You should try to avoid it, because right now it was just one file. It was very simple. We could edit it in some text editor, but sometimes there might be a lot of files, hundreds or thousands of files, or it might be some difficult files, for example Microsoft Word documents, and it's very difficult to resolve such conflicts. To avoid such problem, we need to create short commits. So do not create one big commit with a huge feature. Just commit as often as you can, and then it will be much easier to resolve conflict in case it will happen. The second part is no edits white spaces. It's all non-printable characters. For example, new lines, tabs, or spaces. Try to avoid it, because the file is the same from logical perspective and from the content is the same, but when you add some space or new empty line, Git thinks that it's a new version and there might be conflict. And also merge often. So as often as possible. Usually in our development work, every morning we came to work, we try to pull latest data from the server, merge to our branch, and if it's possible, merge a few times during a day, because sometimes your problem can be solved or fixed in another branch by another developer, or if you change some common files, there might be some conflicts and you need to resolve it as soon as possible without minimum effort. And also what other we can use, it's solving conflicts. It's first of all, you can decide abort, do not resolve conflict. For example, it's evening and you have no time for resolving conflict because you need to choose what version will be committed. You can just abort and resolve this conflict on the next day. Also, sometimes you can choose just somebody's version. For example, if you merge another branch and you know that in this branch everything was fixed, you can just decide check out with Xours Xtheirs and your changes will be removed, and or you can use just your version and everything else will be deleted. So also you can resolve it manually by diff. Git diff. It's not so easy how it is with opening file and editing by yourself. And also you can revert changes with git revert. Also there is some merge tools which helps you to do it. Usually I resolve conflicts in my IDE. It's WebStorm, where Git is integrated, and resolving conflicts is very easy in this tool. And that's it how you can resolve conflicts. Thank you for watching.